Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome back once again. It is Tiff with Voices for Independence Fitness and Activities here on Thursday, February 18th. That sun yesterday didn't last very long. It is snowing here again and it's cold, but it's towards the end of February, so we're getting through it. Spring is right around the corner. It's less than 30 days away, so I'm very excited about that. And it's Thursday. That means we're well through our week, and I feel I deserve to treat myself with something, as do you. Even though we are still trying to eat healthy and nutritious ingredients and foods, you can still treat yourself every once in a while. So this morning, we're going to make some blueberry lemon baked donuts. Yes, donuts, folks. They can be made a little bit healthier, especially if we bake them. So for this recipe, you're going to need some almond flour, some all-natural applesauce, honey, blueberries, a little bit of lemon juice, some eggs, and some baking soda. Again, a simple recipe, a basic recipe, and then I got this fun little donut pan off Amazon. It was like maybe $12. You can do all sorts of different donuts from sweet to savory, so I'll show you a couple different recipes over the next few weeks, but today we're going to start with a healthier version of a blueberry lemon donut. So you'll need your bowl, and we're just going to mix everything in one bowl. If you want to do your dry first separately, which would be the baking soda and the almond flour, you can do that, but I just add my dry ingredients at the end and make sure they're well incorporated. So to this, we are going to put our wet ingredients in this bowl first. So that would be, we're going to start with I'm just making sure I have everything out. We're going to start with 3 eggs. And we're going to crack those right in the bowl, and we're going to whip them up a little bit to break them up. And then we are going to add some all-natural, unsweetened applesauce as well. You can get it at any store. It's not more expensive than other applesauces that have added sugars. This one's just apples, so that's a great ingredient to be adding as a sweetener here in our blueberry lemon donuts that we're making. Also, I'm using a lemon juice today when we get to that part, or if you have fresh lemons, you can use those as well. I don't have any fresh lemons on hand, but I do have lemon juice, so that's what I will be using. So once your eggs are mixed up a little bit, we are then going to add 1/4 cup of our applesauce. And we're also going to add 1/4 cup of raw honey. Again, it's all natural honey. Make sure you're not buying honey that has sugars and other things added. That spoon would never fit in there. I don't know where I got that idea. And we're going to add 1/4 cup of applesauce as well to our wet ingredients. Again, you can make your own applesauce if you have time. It's just cooking down apples and mashing them up. All right, so we have 1/4 cup of applesauce. Add that right to your bowl. And then we're going to be adding 1/4 cup of our honey. Again, this is just honey, no added ingredients. You can get it at your local grocer. This is a great ingredient to invest in because it can be used in a multitude of ways. You can also find it locally. We have some different honey companies locally that are great to source your honey from as well. So we have our 1/4 cup of honey added to our applesauce and our 3 eggs. And now we're just going to add a teaspoon of vanilla to this. And then we're going to add our lemons. So if you have fresh lemons, you would want to squeeze about 1/2 lemon. If you are using lemon juice, it's going to be 1 to 2 tablespoons. A whole lemon has approximately 3 tablespoons. So you also want a little bit of zest if you do have that fresh lemon. Again, I don't have that, so I'm just going to add a little bit extra lemon juice to mine to get that little extra punch that the zest would give it. So I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of the lemon juice right to the wet ingredients. Again, or if you just have 1/2 lemon. A little extra. That extra punch for the zest. Mix that together, and then we're just going to add our almond flour in next. For the Flour, you're going to want 2 cups of almond flour and 1 teaspoon of a half a teaspoon of baking soda. So I'm going to do the baking soda first so I can ensure that it's been mixed in thoroughly. And then I'm going to add my 2 cups of almond flour. This is going to go in a 325 degree oven, and these are going to bake for approximately 20 minutes. Again, we're going to check them just like we would any cake or cupcake when they're done in the oven as well. We want to make sure they're firm and that a toothpick or a knife will come out clean. So we're going to add 2 cups of our almond flour for our blueberry lemon baked donuts. If you have a different flour that you want to use, you can do that as well. Just make sure you check your ratios. Sometimes substitutes don't always have equal ratios. But if you want to use, like you only have white flour at home, that's a pretty equal ratio to the almond flour. So you'll still want your 2 cups. We're just trying to make it a bit healthier here. So we're using our almond flour. Make sure you get all the dry ingredients, scraping your bowl as you stir. And then lastly, we are going to fold in those delicious blueberries. Make sure you've washed and dried your blueberries as well. They've been really delicious this winter. Every time, it's usually sometimes when I usually get, well, I do get blueberries every time we grocery shop. I always have blueberries on hand, and sometimes they can be a little bit tart. But for the last several weeks, these have been delicious. Nice and sweet. All right, so we're going to take our 1 cup of blueberries and we're going to gently fold these in. Now, we don't want to stir too vigorously because we don't want to break those blueberries up or damage them. So we're just going to lightly fold our blueberries in to our batter here. And then that's all there is to it. You're just going to want to lightly grease your donut pan. Now, if you don't have one of the donut pans, you can put this in an 8x8 pan. You're just going to want to adjust the baking time as well. I don't have that time for you right now, but I definitely start with the 20-minute mark and then add 3 or 4 minutes every time. I would assume it's going to take closer to 30 minutes if you're doing it all in one pan. But for the donuts, like this is designed for, again, I have my little donut pan. Bought it. You can get this at on one of the big box stores. Again, I bought mine on Amazon. It was like $12. Not very much. And then we're just going to spoon our batter into our little donut rings. And they say to just pat it down so it's filled to the top. So for this donut, they're saying you can fill it all the way up to the top of the pan, leaving that space in the center. And again, these are going to bake for 15 to 20 minutes in a 325 degree oven. So wonderful little treat for this morning. You could probably make a glaze if you wanted to. I'm probably going to skip that part because there's a little bit added sugar, but a wonderful treat for this morning to go with my hot tea. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I'll put in the comments below. Don't forget, we have lots of stuff going on today. There's Zoom Fit class at 11. Zoom Bingo also moved to Thursday, so that'll be at 2 p.m. We'll be on there hanging out with our friends and playing bingo for cash prizes. And also, I'll be back later today with another delicious recipe. Check out the schedule for all the other great lives we have available to watch today. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you real soon.